What was your internal inspiration and what sort of periods of your life did you
Well,
go back to?
you mean other actors or other
No,
other characters?
yeah, because you were saying, well, you have Hitler and Gandhi, you have inside yourself, well, he's a bit of a dark
Yeah, well, you have
character.
that. You have that.
No, but what sort of period did you turn to for yourself?
Well, his character. I decided was you know, even though he was he was, you know, Tony Soprano's best friend. They grew up together. So I had that sort of loyalty and that right-hand man thing in my head.
Like Bruce, maybe?
From my relationship with Bruce, yes.
Yeah.
At the same time, he was a bit of a diplomat. He was a bit of a ambassador. He would go outside the family. He had that ability. Where it's a very insular world, so most of the guys cannot exist outside the family. You know, they hang out with the same guys all the time. They work with them. They go out with them. You know, it's very, very closed sort of. But Silvio had some ambitions, you know, some early maybe show business ambitions or something, to be a singer like, you know, Tony Bennett or something, and ended up in the lowest form of show business, which is owning a strip club. And not a great strip club, you know, sort of B-level strip club. But to him, it was all show business, you know. And he was a little bit more black and white. He was a little bit more... and I envy that about him. You know, he was not a lot of gray area. You know, not a lot of confusion or ambiguous. You know, there's not a lot of ambiguity or feelings of, well, maybe it's this or maybe it's that. You know, it's like these are the rules.
But did he help you when you?
No, there's not too much of him that works in my daily life, unfortunately. I wish, you know, I wish all business deals were done by Silvio. I get a lot more done, believe me. No, it doesn't translate at all. You know, I left him. He's there at Silver Cup Studios, terrorizing, you know, somebody there. But no, it doesn't really translate.
Okay. Last question. Any more acting for you?
If something comes along, I certainly would consider it. I don't really look... I can't live that lifestyle of an actor, auditioning or meeting people, and shaking directors' hands and casting people. And I don't have time.
Have you had offers? Have you had offers?
Yeah. Yeah. The Sopranos spoils you a little bit. You know, it's the best writing, like, ever, and great group of people, and you know, I don't have any screaming, desperate need to see myself on the big screen. You know what I mean? You know, I don't really, you know, but something good came along. I really felt I could do, and some director wants me to do it, a friend of mine or something, or a script comes my way that I like. You know, I wouldn't rule it out. I mean, I would consider it certainly, but I'm not pursuing it. You know, I don't have time. This is a full-time. We're just establishing distribution for the record label. We have Munich here now in Amsterdam and Benelux. And I spend my time on the road going to great record stores like Concerto, which I'm sure you know you have the best record store probably in the world.
Why? How come?
Here.
What is good about it?
Well, the whole concept of record stores is disappearing, I mean, as we knew them, which was... you know, now they're called indie stores, and it's very few. I mean, very few. We could probably name them all, you know, which is very frightening. There's literally down to a couple of hundred in America, and they're disappearing at the rate of 5 or 10 per month. I mean, they're just constantly disappearing, except for a few real strong ones, you know. And a great record store is simply a lot of choice, not just what's on the top 40. A lot of choice, a lot of history, and equally importantly, the people who work there actually know what they're talking about. They know the history. You know, they know if you go in and ask for a group, they know who they are. You know, you're not going to find that in the bigger stores anymore. You know.